So I think, Jake, I think we're live now. There's no way for me to tell, though. There's no way for me to tell. Are we live? I just don't know. I think we are. I see us. I see us on the internet, Jake. I see us on the internet. What do you think?
Now, I just saw us coming in here live. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Camera does add about 15, huh?
I think it adds more than that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's too much light in this room.
Yeah.
I gotta get back in my cave.
Okay.
We're not here to talk about that, Adam. We're here to talk about the confluence of the minds, the connections between RT and the BLB in the kitchen.
Jake, if you were to say it in 18 words, how would you say it?
Well, if I only had 18 words.
Reflections, doing it every day. Reflections, doing it all the way. Reflections, doing the best we can. Reflections, at home with the travel band. Now give it to me. Well, I can keep it here.
Who's that down there, Jake?
Are you serious? Looks like RT, Adam.
RT, serious?
Are you kidding me? We got YouTube royalty.
YouTube royalty's in the house.
I wouldn't say royalty, but you know. Prince, maybe Prince.
There we go.
I don't know.
Bruce.
I shouldn't be calling myself Prince either. So what the hell?
He's the prince of the kitchen, folks.
Now
He's the prince of the paradise.
Now you've labeled yourself the prince, dude. The prince is in the house. Bruce, it's too late, man. It's too late. Prince is in the house.
We got the prince.
The prince.
Hey,
the prince is in the house, guys.
But it's called PRINTS. The prince.
Yeah, Prince. Bigger Prince.
Well, it's got to be. Because we're the BLB, and what do we work with? We work with a lot of prints.
Yeah, work with 2 princes, maybe. We got 3 in the house. I don't know.
Like print, footprint.
Well, I hear you. Footprint.
Tracks, as it were.
Prints.
Prince.
All right.
Prince RT. We are here. Everybody, thanks for joining us here at the show Reflections. It's been quite a while since we've done one of these. Me and Jake love to reflect, don't we, Jake?
We absolutely do, Adam. Love reflecting.
We love it. So
can't get enough of it.
Reflections is like the show where we just sit back and talk and reflect on things that we want to talk about. A couple of weeks ago, we had the first actual dinner collaboration between the YouTube channel RT, which you can see right there at RTTV 5023. You get that down in there. Put that right up there for you. We've been wanting to do a show with this guy for quite some time. We thought about this idea a few years ago, several years ago. And one thing has stopped us from doing it for other reasons, but timing is like everything, Timing is like everything. And all of a sudden, Bruce, you brought it back up to me in the early part of the winter, back in 2023. Said, we should do the collab like we said we were going to do. And we got thinking about it, talking about it. And the whole idea was, okay, we're going to do, we don't know where it's going to, lead us, on what path it's going to lead us, but we're going to start things at my house. I'm going to pick a menu, and I'm going to give certain items to certain people, and we're going to cook the meal together here. And then the next one we're going to do, you pick the menu. Same thing. Do it at your house. Record that. Make that another thing. So this series that we got right now, RT in the BLB connection, which the name might change. I mean, it might change. I've heard it might change. I don't know if it will or not.
No, I didn't know. Okay, gals and guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. I didn't see those letters in there. I'm colorblind. I didn't. I looked at it, but we were so busy. I just kind of glanced by it. I didn't know that there was already an aforementioned. So hey, I'm all for the connection.
The RTBLB connection?
Absolutely.
Ah, good. I think it has a certain ring to it.
It seems to work. I mean, I kind of like
There
it.
is a.
I like it
Yeah.
enough too there, Bruce. Do you guys know where I got the idea for it, kind of?
Do tell.
Well, there's another channel out there, really good channel. The guy's like-minded individual. I like the guy's like a brother from another mother we've never met. Kyle, his name's Kyle. He's got a channel, Encrypted Connections. And so I took that connections part and I put that with the RTBLB connection. And then there's another thing too. It's like the Bigfoot UFO connection. Like it's like people use the word connection with this stuff. So I figured let's use it in our food show that we're doing as a collab, the RTBLB connection. This is the connection. This is what's connecting us together. These food shows that we're going to be coming up with.
Yeah. Hey, it's the connection.
Yeah, that the food is the connection, and the show is more of a connection. They're both the connection, all of them together.
Hmm.
You know,
Adam. Well, RT, could you give us the elevator speech of what your channel is all about? I mean, while we're connecting here, for those of you who've never been to an RT TV connection, or
So yeah, I get you, Jake. I think I got you. So basically, I do a live cooking show every Saturday night, sometimes Sunday night, and it just spawned from a friend of mine. He's on here sometimes on my channel sometimes and on here as well. Reen TV. He suggested to me one day to just go live. You should just go live. Now that you got a little, I was putting out rare kitty sightings, but so I went live and that's how it began. And I did that every Saturday now, and so it morphed into more of a cooking show than anything else. But I do other things like metal detecting and fishing, and there's a few other things, expeditions, just hiking.
there's some equestrian work as well, is there not?
A little bit, yes.
oh, Bruce, I like the way that you make your channel versatile. The way me and Jake do too. It's like we started our channel. It was just all BLB, like Blue Line Bigfoot. Bigfoot was the subject, and we're just launching stuff. And then you get doing stuff, and you're like, you want to show people other things that you do too, and might as well use the same channel, because I mean that's the channel you already have, and let's just bring it to the people. Anything that you think is part of who you are,
Right.
it lets people know that they're following you for the food, but it also lets people that know about you just for the food, kind of who you are in other parts of your life and what you're interested in, kind of like friends you have, and the life you have for yourself and stuff. It's kind of fun.
Right.
That's what me and Jake do.
That's why I call mine right here RTTV, because it's like a TV station, sort of.
Yeah, we're gonna change ours to BLB TV now too. Then
Like the Truman Show, you've got the RTTV,
Exactly.
where now everyone's on their internet soapbox, as it were.
But it did morph a lot into cooking, so I guess that's what I do now.
well, you're not, me and you are a lot alike in the fact that we've been bringing it and trying to learn and using other YouTube channels for information and trying to just bring our food game. Food's such an important part of my life and your life, Bruce, we both love to cook. It's like fun. We both love good food. We're both kind of doing the same thing almost at like the same time, but just different. You're kind of like dedicating a lot of every Saturday to it, and I'm just doing it. I don't record hardly anything I do, but
Yeah.
finding new recipes,
Right.
getting better at things, and just exploring the culinary world in all sorts of different ways is like it's a blast. It's super fun. So I hear you.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. I've learned so much over the last 3 years of doing this that it's just like it's filled my head with information. Although I won't go back to work in a restaurant.
No, we both remember we had that conversation after we shot that up the whole night, Sunday night. Afterwards, when we were totally done with dessert and everything, we're out in Thrains chilling. And we're talking about, we both used to work in restaurants, and you've had a lot more experience in restaurants than me, but I definitely had my share of restaurants with Jake a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And it's like that's a hardcore life to live, man. People that can do that and live in that stressful environment all the time.
Drink.
Yeah. Cheers. I'd never want to do that. No way. I like to just cook on my own terms, one meal at a time. What's the next meal going to be? One meal at a time, and just kind of have fun with it and learn and try to experiment too. I love that part.
Yeah. That's something I get to do like for my own big time now. It's just like I sit here and I think about all week. I think about what am I going to cook, and then like usually Thursday, Friday, I'm like, I'm going to cook this. And then I look it up on Friday night when I'm really kind of wasted. And then Saturday, I look it up like twice again. And I go, okay, I got to go fucking buy the shit to get it.
Yeah, I mean? You got to go to the store.
Yeah. Usually some things I get, I can do a little bit sooner, but it's like the States was like as soon as I picked it on that Sunday, I kind of was looking up what that state had for food, and I could prepare at that point. Some things I couldn't get. Some things you would have to order through Amazon, like guanciale. I can't get that around here unless I either drive like 3 hours from here or I order it on Amazon.
Or you could substitute some real shitty bacon or some some pancetta. You put that shit in there too, Bruce. That's what I do. Hey. That's what I do. I'm like, you know what? I'm not messing around with that. If it's not in the store, I'm gonna make it work with something else and just boom.
The thing is, some recipes call for that, like spaghetti carbonara. You can't make it without having pecorino cheese and
guanciale.
Mm-hmm. And that's traditional.
Yeah.
Even the Italians will say what you said too. You can use bacon. You can use pancetta.
Sometimes you open up the refrigerator, Bruce, and you're like,
traditional carbonara is those things. So.
Yeah. No, I like the way that you're such a purist when you cook on your food channel. And for those of you guys out there that don't know what Bruce was talking about when he was talking about the states, he did part of on his cooking show. He did this thing with the states. He would pick like an iconic dish from each state and kind of like make, a real traditional version of that here at his house in New York, upstate New York in the Adirondacks, where we have Bigfoot sightings all the time. You know what I'm saying? And so he would pick something like, Bruce, let's just say, what did you pick for New York? Since that's where we live.
Oh, that's easy. That one was really easy. It was pizza.
Perfect. There you go. Pizza.
New York style pizza.
What's
And
New York best known for? New York City style pizza. That's it. I mean, that's a really good one. Okay, what about like
There were a
let's
couple other ones that I could have picked too from New York. I mean, there's the chopped cheese, there's buffalo wings, there's
Buffalo
all
wings.
kinds of things. But
what about Bruce? Did you do like
McDonald's.
Louisiana?
yeah, I did it. Here we go. Crawdad Bull.
Nice.
That's how you gotta say it.
Yeah.
I
That's
was
great.
told by a Southerner, as long as I didn't say boil, or no, I could say bull, as long as I didn't say crayfish,
Uh,
or you could say mud puppies, I guess, or mud bugs. That's what it is, if you want.
well, it's like some people say coyote, some people say coyote. I mean, what do you say? Do you say coyote or coyote?
Wild E.
No. Do you say like there's wild coyote? There's wild dogs around here. What are they called? What do you call them?
Coy dog. No, just
Not
kidding.
coy dogs. Wild
Coyotes. I said
coyote. That's how you say it. Jake, how do you say it? Do you say coyote or coyote?
It depends, though. If it's a single, if it's one, I say that's a coyote. I would say that's a coyote, I guess.
I always say
But how
coyote
did we get into this conversation, anyways?
because it's the same thing with the boil and the ball and the crawdad and the crawfish and the crayfish.
And
It's
the
like,
burrow.
it's like depending on where you come from.
Why you changing
Yeah.
burrow in your car?
What about Warsh, Bruce?
Who is
Warsh.
burrow that you
I'm,
put in your car?
Adam, I'm a Quixote. I'm a Quixote guy. So, if I see a Quixote, each
that's-
Toblerone.
That's Jake right there for you. Jake. I remember
Okay.
that when we were little kids, he'd always be like,
Yeah.
I want to go inside. The Quixotes are right out back, and I'd be like,
What?
okay.
Yeah. Wiley Quixote.
He was always
Yeah.
saying Quixote all the time.
Quixote.
What is a fucking coyote? I just swore. Sorry.
Well, some people say coyote or coyote or
Oh,
Quixote. Is,
we're still on the
I was raised among the pussies
Yotes.
in the year.
We're still talking about the yotes. That's why I'll call them yotes.
So, Bruce, let's get back to the task at hand. That was our first episode together, launched. We have a lot more episodes to come. We're going to have at least 8 to 10 episodes probably in this series. So that's going to be 2 months of a show being released every Thursday at 7:00.
Every Thursday, 7:00.
And that's pretty cool that we have that many. I mean, a lot of them they're already done, and they're going to be getting loaded this week, so people can go on there, and if they want to put comments on them, they're going to be premieres. All this stuff's going to be happening. They're going to be loaded. Maybe several of them be loaded tomorrow, but I think right now we have up to the 7th episode is being worked on right now, and there's going to be at least 3 more after that. And so, how do you think everything went? I mean, what's your take? What's your takeaway on the whole event? We've been talking about this for a long time. We finally made it happen, and I just want to, what's your opinion? What's good? What could be improved upon?
I don't know. There's not much that can be approved upon.
Oh yeah.
The day
Lying.
the day went so smoothly that everything went. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I was kind of nervous coming into it, but I went and did what I always do, and it just worked.
I mean,
Awesome.
yeah. I mean, right there, what you said about like the making it work and everything just kind of worked and fell together. Like our timeline, Bruce, we were right down to, we were 5 minutes early. That's how with that whole meal, everything that we did, we had everything ready to rock, and it was 5 minutes early. I think we served maybe a couple minutes early, like 2 or 3 minutes early than 5, right before 5 o'clock. So
I remember I got through the one thing, and I said, I'm running early. I knew I was running early right in the beginning,
Yeah.
and that's why I had to toss the stuff in the warmer, your oven, and you know. But
Whatever you did, it
overall,
worked.
everything worked. Like it went right off.
Oh man, it was amazing. So that was just the first little episode. There's some things that had to happen before we all got together so we can make this all work together. You'll see that as you watch the show, as things go on, as the episodes continue.
I gotta get a beer.
Yeah,
Anybody
very
else?
good.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll get one. Jake, you want one?
Yeah, I'll take one, I guess. I mean, I've been on the wagon for a while, but I'm well sensuous. Oh. Oh, hey, guys, you guys. Well, now if you're ever in the I'm gonna need some help from the chat. Johnny P down there, where are you at? Buenos Aires? Pensacola, California? Rockarola, California? Well, Bruce, do you have all of your plants in the ground already? You got any your garden stuff? You started any of your peppers or tomatoes or anything like that?
Nah, I don't.
North Portugal,
bro.
cool, nice.
Huh?
Our friend in the chat here, Johnny P, is down in North Portugal. Sorry, go ahead, Bruce.
Oh, North Portugal wine land. Port wine land. Oh.
Yeah, bud.
Oh, I love that. Oh, shit. Yeah. I love that port wine.
Yeah, go
wine
over to his
cheese,
channel,
it
gals and guys. You guys sub to Johnny P Adventures. Everyone down here, go over and give them a like and a sub and follow those gals and guys. You guys, everybody's spreading those positive energies. They're few and far between here these days. So
Nice.
send it forward. Oh, nice. Jeez Louise. Johnny, you must have just got paid. He's drinking payday wine.
Yeah,
30 bucks a bottle. Jeez Louise.
Wow, that's very cool.
$5 for a bottle for my wine.
Well, each Toblerone.
I'm just gonna throw it in a pan and use this flavor from it anyway. But
I like to drink only spring water
no,
in these little green cans.
I do like port wine, and I love port wine cheese. Port wine cheese is.
Oh yeah.
I want to make someday. I want to make a charcuterie board. Is it charcuterie?
Yeah.
Char. Yeah.
So you're gonna get that Swedish
Like that,
shark that's like rotten and stank of fish. You know that stuff that's they hang in like a shed for like 7 years before they eat it or something weird.
With some capicola. What are you talking about? You're talking about the
Ultra umami Kafelka fish sauce.
The Yaman ham comes from the Iberico pig from Spain. Yeah.
All right.
You want to get some ribs. You can't use them in the competition, but you want to get some ribs that are really good. Get some of them Iberico pork ribs. You have to order them online, but it's pretty expensive too for a rack of ribs. I mean, you're talking probably $50-$60.
What?
But it'll be the best rib you ever have. If you know how to cook it like we do,
Better be
the best rib you'll ever have.
Bruce, I heard there's some people in this general area that are kind of pretty good at cooking ribs.
Yeah. There's definitely some people. Yeah.
Pros, man. Some freaking pros.
Hey.
There are.
When do they get together? When does that happen?
That's the Columbus Day. Yearly Columbus Day proper. Monday, Columbus Day, the rib off. The Adirondack rib off. We have a good time doing it. Everybody gets together and cooks. There's some rules and regulations, and we follow them to the T, and we get it done. And
How many cooks do we have down there this year?
look at that. What's Bruce? You won one of the events last year, didn't you?
Yeah. I still
That's
have
awesome.
Jim's only knocked it off the table like 3 times.
Well, congratulations to that. Just a little bit ago, we were talking a little bit about like a drink or something too, and I just wanted to mention that I've seen a lot of the things on your show, Bruce, where you have a dish and then you'll make a drink of some sort too, which is cool. That's a whole part about enjoying the whole food and beverage thing is to have a certain drink. I'm not going to spoil it, but we did have a little drink with this last dinner that we did. It was very, very subtle, very simple, but some of the dishes and the drinks that you've put together throughout the time you've been doing this are kind of like elaborate with some of the ingredients that you use for different drinks and stuff. What do you think your most challenging cocktail was that you made on your show?
Challenging? Like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's more of a challenging of a technique than a mixing. It's like layering, getting that what do they call them, glasses, them shot glasses. Shit, just lost that one.
I know the ones you're talking about, the nice tall ones.
Yeah, the tall, and putting layers in it. So you got like, you could put like red, white, and blue, and shit like that. But it's getting that to look right.
Mm-hmm.
Is the thing, and the rest of it, I mean, it's gonna taste this or that. There's no bad way to mix certain things that is gonna end up not tasting good.
Yeah.
And it depends on a lot of people's preference. I mean, there's a lot of people that just like beer, and they're just gonna drink beer, and that's fine too. But there's, working in a restaurant and a bar, that's where you get into, hey, you want a shift drink? Yeah, give me a Long Island iced tea. You know what I mean? So, where you learn how to just drink that stuff.
That's not a beer, that's a stacking.
The bang for the buck there when you're shift drinking.
7 shots in a pint glass. Are you serious?
What's your shift drink going to be? Long Island iced tea?
Car bomb, please.
Come on.
Yeah.
They're already paying you $8 an hour. That was back in the day. That was a long time ago. Like I said, I love doing this for a hobby. I love cooking. I have to cook. It's kind of a necessity to me because I don't live with anybody else. So, in the end, yeah.
It's never going to stop. So you might as well make good stuff, and you might as well record it and have fun while you're doing it, because you really have no alternative except to be boring and just sit there and have your bowl of chili in front of the TV while you're watching Jeopardy and go to bed. And we don't want to see that happen to the BLB or at Bruiser T. We want Bruiser T to give us something creative and to get on there with the live and to make something different. Bruce, quick question: you've been doing this for a while. I want to know 3 of your favorite shows that you did, recipes you did, and why. Why were they the 3 favorite that you did, and why were the recipe? Not only was it the show, or was it the interaction you had, or was it the menu? What part of it? But there's got to be 3 experiences that you have that kind of stick out to you. You know, I'm curious about that because I've seen a lot of them, and I have my favorites, of course, but I want to know what you think.
I'll give you 3 of them, and I'll give you 3 goods and 3 kind of bads. How about that? I think
Sounds good.
because it's hard to over it all. There's memories of a lot of stuff, but there's only a few that stick in my head really.
Mhm.
And most of the ones that stick in my head really is bad ones. Like pizza.
That's my favorite one.
There was a bad one.
You took that one down. That was my favorite. That was my favorite one, dude. That one was
Dude,
so
I
funny.
looked at that thing the next day in the grill and I went, holy shit.
Dude, that was hilarious, dude.
Like another one would be getting pinched by a lobster.
I got this off the stove quick.
All right.
I mean, getting pinched by a lobster was like hilarious.
Yeah.
Another
Okay.
one would be,
What do you think your most triumphant dish was? The most success as far as you go and your taste, not anybody else's taste, your taste. What did you make that you thought was the most kick-ass of anything you've done?
Well,
One dish.
it's hard to put that way, Adam. I hear you, and that's only going towards what my taste is.
Just yours. Yeah.
But usually when I taste something that's super good, everybody's gonna like it. I mean, and it's the same way with anybody else. If you taste it and it's fucking awesome, other people are probably gonna like it.
High five to that. Boom. Well done.
But in the end, it's hard to choose that. And I'm gonna give you one big one. Right off the bat here, though, is I'll say that cedar plank salmon deserves its ranking.
Okay.
Because that shit is good.
Yeah.
And it's only, you can make cedar plank salmon and it brings that flavor of the cedar wood to it, the smoke of the wood. But I put a lot more to it at that point.
Yeah.
I put all kinds of citrus things to it.
Oh yeah.
And some people would look at it and say, but you lose the flavor of the salmon. But no, you don't.
My point is
all in. You don't marinate the salmon, and you don't even like dry brine a salmon or anything like that. You just put the salmon on the cedar plank, put all your stuff on it, and cook it and baste it until you get a glaze over it, and you're good.
Now, is that you
ever have?
You have an episode that's online right now with you cooking that?
Yeah.
And you thought it came out really well?
I'm gonna say that my R&D staff there across the street, XM, she loves her lobster. You know, and I went down that on one of them times where I cooked that salmon. I think the time when I did it, I went down there and I bought some lobster. I bought I got some what else did I get? I got some crab legs as well. And a couple other things. I think I was doing kind of an experiment at the same time on that one. And I got a salmon. And yeah, the XM was like, I like that salmon over all the rest of that.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
It's also, I won't give it, I will say it's somewhat of the quality of salmon too that you get. But
That's I found over the course of the last 5 years since I've been getting little. I hate to use the term, little deep dive into some cooking since COVID, really. But some of the salmon you get, Bruce, is like you get a certain piece of salmon and you cook it and you do whatever you want to it, and it's like, and then you take another piece of salmon that's completely different, like Atlantic wild caught, and it's like you don't even have to hardly do anything to it. I don't like it poached because it's just all you taste is the fish. And I like to put, like you said, citrus. I'm a big marmalade guy with the salmon. Try to make it really, and then crisp it up and stuff like that. But if you can make it so you can still taste that fish, that Atlantic fish, the salmon is so much better than the stupid big pieces that you get. It's like night and day. And so some people, there was someone in here said, I can't stand salmon. Scott M. That might be true. Some people just don't like certain flavors, even of ones other people do like. But maybe if you have it try it the right way, cooked the right way with the right marmalade compote on it, a nice glaze, some honey on there, some garlic, butter, get it all crispy. Jake, it flakes apart. It flakes apart, and then you eat that, and the only thing left on the plate is that piece of skin, and then you sit there and you look at it, and then you eat that too.
Yeah. Well, I've eaten a lot of fish and I've cooked a lot of fish, and I have strayed from that a bit on the channel. I've done fish and chips. I've done swordfish. Which swordfish is another one of my favorites when you get it right. But you have to get that shit right.
That's way harder than salmon.
Salmon is pretty lenient, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you get the right salmon, sashimi grade salmon, you can eat it raw anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
you can get it. You can get that outside perfect, and the inside just that little bit of I don't even know how you would put that flavor. That is more of a texture at that point, anyways. But as far as fish goes, the R&D staff don't like fish.
There's a lot of, like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of people that don't like a lot of things. You can't expect everybody to have a diverse palate like we do. And there's nothing that I don't like. It's like I'm blessed with that. There isn't really anything I don't like anymore. I used to not like beets. I used to not like goat cheese, but I forced myself to try them over and over again. Now I'm like, I know a difference between a bad fucking goat cheese and a good goat cheese, and I know what kind of beets I like and where I like them and stuff like that. It's like
exactly it's like when I switched over from Parmigiano Reggiano to Pecorino Reggiano or Pecorino. Yeah,
Pecorino.
When I went from Parmesan to Pecorino, it was like a whole world of difference.
Yeah, It's a good one too. It's a good change. Right here we have Art Rogue saying on here liver and onions. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to liver and onions and
No.
really going into that and making it really awesome because
I'm
the
not-
flavor can be amazing. I just can't eat it anymore because of my hemo. So it's got way too much iron for my
Way
diet.
too
I
much
can't have it
iron,
anymore.
yeah. I'm not opposed to making liver. I've eaten liver, but I don't. You gotta cook that shit for me. I would not really be. It would have to be in a saute pan with onions.
Oh damn, that's how you do it, Bruce. Is there any other way? There's not.
Oh, I've seen people boil it.
No.
What?
No, no,
Oh yeah,
no.
you never seen that shit?
The only other way is to grind it up and add a bunch of spices and make some spread. Make a little.
Can you guys name your
liver pate?
Well, that's usually with goose liver, but yeah.
can you guys name your top 2 liver and onion plates in your life? I have 2. My best liver and onions I've ever had, and I gotta say, it's a meal I rarely see or get, but I have had in the past, and I have 2 favorites, and they're local and not here anymore, and or one of them is anyway. Bruce, do you have 2 liver and onions? Was there anyone in your family who made liver and onions, or did you ever?
The only one that made liver and onions in that way was my mother. Did it when we were pretty young, and
What was the side dish? What was the carb?
peas, something like that, anything like that.
No, not the vegetable. What was liver and onions? What else? What was underneath it? Was it rice, pasta?
Usually potatoes or rice.
Potatoes. Okay. All right. Okay. Wow. All right. What about you, Adam?
That's I only had it like the best I've ever had. I had it a couple times. Mom made it a couple times and stuff, and you know I was real young when that happened, and then I got a little bit older, and my grandfather made it at the house once, and it was awesome. That was my favorite one. It was very, very rich. It was absolutely delicious. I loved the way it smelled when he was cooking it, and it wasn't on a bed of anything. It was liver and onions, and underneath it was the plate. That was all that was underneath it. It was liver and onions, and that was it. There was nothing. There's no side. There's nothing. It was that's what you're having. You're having a little dish of liver and onions, and it's all
Smothered
together.
in gravy. Smothered in gravy, then right? A brown sauce.
It was
right?
It was like the gravy that he made from the stuff that was in the pan. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, and it was freaking killer.
Yeah.
It was killer. And you know, I might make it again, but I'd have to make it for somebody. I might be able to take one bite, but I'm not supposed to have all that heavy dose of iron.
I don't know if I'd make it again. I don't know if I'd ever make it again. I remember getting my father, I think, liked the liver pate, like the spreadable stuff on crackers and stuff.
That's typically goose liver, though.
I'm in the liverwurst. I've definitely with the liverwurst.
Yeah.
But
I'll give you a heart attack real quick.
Yeah, that
Bigly.
I because of all that stuff and different things, I just kind of strayed away from it.
Yeah.
I've strayed away from most organs. I'll do deer heart.
Dude, deer heart's really, 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 really good with a toothpick, Bruce.
What?
Deer heart,
only
chop it up
warm.
nice toothpick. It's real good. You know what else is really, really good is like chicken heart, turkey heart. Wicked good. Wicked good.
I've heard that as well.
It is. It's really good. It's the type of thing where the best time to have it is when you're taking the guts, when you're you're dressing out a turkey and you take it right there and you have, you're having a turkey party back in the day with everybody around harvesting all the turkeys and stuff. And the guy breaks out the one burner on the wood stove or on the fire pit right there and cooks it right there and everybody eats it right there. And we finish up the job and call it good.
What?
That's how you do it. Bruce, we've been talking about a lot of different recipes, a lot of different types of food. We talked about some red meat, some organ types of stuff, some fish, not a lot of veggie. What do you think about the next collab that we're going to be doing, the RT BLB connection at your house? Have you given any thought to a recipe or a menu, that a recipe in particular, or a full menu that you might want to have and bring it to the table?
No, not really. I have given it a little thought. I've decided that I want to wait until spring, obviously, but we got enough to go for now, anyways. And being able to open it up to the grill and the smoker and the inside and anything else here at this point after this is going to be kind of have its challenges as far as picking what to do and who to have do what, because that seems to be what I'm getting up is everybody needs a task.
Yeah,
that's cooking.
Yeah, but I didn't try to go on anybody's strong suit when I gave them a task.
Right.
I said, you're my guest. I'm going to have you cook the main dish because you're my guest. So you cook the main dish, and everybody else just cook whatever. And it's up to them to get their skill set in order and make it the best they can. And who cares if it's in the vein of their creativity or something they're used to cooking? None of it really matters. Like when we first started cooking on Sunday, I was nervous too. And then all of a sudden I went right into BLB mode. I said, you know what? None of this matters. We're just here to have fun together. We're going to do the best we can, and we're going to have fun. And we're going to record it, and everything's going to be fine. And it was.
And it was fun as fudge.
It was funner than fudge.
So, yeah.
No, it was really good. It was
great.
Another thing too, Bruce, is you have to realize we have over 2.5 months of shows before we're going to need another episode. That doesn't mean that we can't shoot something way sooner than that. We should start thinking about this and building this for the next couple of weeks. Thinking about what we're going to do so we can do it, so then we can start editing. So by the time this next thing's done, we're ready to launch the next one. We don't want to start shooting right the last week. It's fine if we do. There's it doesn't matter.
Time off. We could separate. We could separate it and call it in different seasons if you season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5, season 6. Wait, how many are we doing?
We're going to do what would you say, Jake? 1,000 seasons?
I would like to.
Jake said 1,000 seasons.
1,000 seasons. So each season we switch back and forth, and we make one thing the whole season. One whole meal. Maybe we should make it more of a 5-course, but we got what? 3 courses.
That's up to you. I mean, I don't think you can
and a drink with
5, 7, 12 course. Why not?
Yeah. I don't think there's no rules on any of this. It's whatever you want. And then if the next week, the next episode, next season, whatever, at my house, I might say, all I want to make is chili dogs and French fries and a slushie. I want that's all I want to make.
Come in with a Michigan sauce at that point.
And we'll just come in and just do it and make it, and that'll be our thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to put any guidelines on it. Just whatever you want to do, whatever feels right, Jake, right?
That's all we do, bro. Go with the flow. Come on.
What if you're in the mood for something you want some I don't know, some liver and onions or something.
Let's do it.
Liver and onions. Here we go.
So, Bruce, your takeaway on the first episode and the way that everything went was pretty good. Then you liked the way everything happened and unfolded.
I love it. I love the way you show how to make the sausage, and I have yet to make my own sausage, and it's kind of one of those things. It's like, and I got a grinder, and I got the KitchenAid now too, and you know.
Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds like you're ready to go. I mean,
But I like the way that you did it, and then I tasted it. Shh. Don't tell anybody, but I tasted it, and it's pretty good.
not bad, right?
Yeah.
Did I give you a package of it?
No, I think we used it all, didn't you?
No, I have one more package. I think maybe I used it all. I don't remember.
Maybe. No, I don't think I got a package. I know I picked up my phone the next day in a plastic bag outside the door.
It was that we found that in the driveway. It was in the driveway. It must have fell out of your pocket when you were getting in your car, in your truck.
Okay, I thought I picked it up when I left, and I was pissed when I got here because I didn't have it. But then I was also talking to Jake outside at that point.
Sure.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, Bruce.
Remember that time?
Well, Jake, we've reflected upon pretty much what we have the content for. We are going to be launching tomorrow. I might get around to it. I might actually put season 2, maybe season 3 even up on YouTube as a premiere. It's going to be every Thursday, 7 o'clock. We're going to be doing this. And if the stars align and we're able to do reflections afterwards, we will. But we can't guarantee that. But we'll try our best to make a live show after the episode and continue to have some fun like that on Thursday nights. It'll be a good time when we can make it happen.
Wait. Okay. No, that sounds amazing. I thought we don't have the other there are no other I thought we were okay. I'll talk after the stream.
Hi.
Yeah, Jake. Yeah. After
Yeah.
this.
What? So, what are you confused about, Jake?
Well, the thing of it is, Bruce, I thought there were going to be 6 of us in this StreamYard episode tonight. I mean, I see there's only 3.
I don't think anybody.
I thought Adam was playing the long con on
No.
Bringing the others in here. I'm
No,
like,
they're
Jesus,
not there. No, they
okay.
haven't been there. They haven't
they
been
really
there.
I
haven't.
mean, it is the RTBLB connection.
Yeah.
So,
True.
who else
That
do
is.
you expect to
Hey,
be
here
here?
we are. Hey.
Bruce!
But that Sven thing. That
Bruce, I love it,
Where's
brother.
that Sven guy? Is that what you're saying? You're saying, where's that Sven guy?
What we're saying is we'll catch everybody next Thursday. Watch the show. Watch the
Yeah.
premiere of
Same bad time.
RTBLB Connection, episode 2. And then we may or may not have a nice reflections afterwards. If we do, great. We'll see you there. Bye, guys. Bruce, good to see you. Don't go anywhere. Jake, good to see you. Don't go anywhere. I want to talk to you
Hey,
guys
keep
after,
in your sneaker.
after the
That'd be
stream.
good.
Yeah.
after